Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the KoopaKast. I'm Koopa Kaper.
Yeah, I'm the almighty meme lord Pablo or Pabler.
All God's creatures, fresh off the grill. So come on down to Mr. Meaty, where friends meet to eat meat. I'm Reginald. I beat that guy Scotty. I beat Scotty's high score in Ninja Gaiden, but I cheated. He doesn't know. We went on a show. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
And we're here.
Two jokes for the price of one.
Okay.
I don't even know
And-
how to follow it up. I'm TJ.
yeah.
That's why I wanted to go fucking last.
We have a very special guest, TJ Henry Yoshi, as you
I mean,
probably
I'm
would
not
know
sure
him.
how much of a guest I am, considering the fact that a lot of the people you have as co-hosts of this podcast come from my server.
Well, you're still a guest because you're more popular than any of us combined.
I'm a guest because I have clout. Okay.
Exactly. That's literally why.
Gotta give us that money, that ad revenue.
Yeah.
And that song I was singing, Scotty doesn't know. That's like a real asshole song. Like that's like really mean. I made it about video games. He cheated on a video game instead of cheating on his friend's like girlfriend or some shit. I don't know how relationships work. Oh, he was banging the dude's girlfriend.
I don't
his
know
back.
how relationships work either.
I don't think any of us do.
I get laid. 'Cause I've been
So-
trying to figure that part out for like 6 months.
Only 6 months. That's impressive.
Oh, it's been like, well, I better not tell because my therapist is going to get mad again. Remember that episode of the podcast?
Nope.
Remember that? You
feel
asked me if I was a virgin, and I said, oh, my therapist is going to get mad if I tell her I told you I was a virgin or whatever.
Callbacks. The ultimate callback. To literally
Pablo
one episode
died.
ago. Let's go.
Yeah,
But
they
to
have
be
that
fair, one
continuity.
episode
Pablo
ago is like 1 year ago. So
It is a year ago. Like, if you don't count the KoopaKast Alex, or what was the Half-Life 3 called again? Alex or something?
Alex.
yeah,
Half-Life
Half-Life,
Alyx,
yeah,
yeah.
we got the KoopaKast Alex or KoopaKast 2.5.
I recorded that. You're welcome.
KoopaKast 2, episode 2.
I had to record that like 3
Yeah.
times. It was a pain in the ass.
All right. Let me take a look at the topics I have. Oh, okay, here we go.
Have any
So-
topics at all?
So we have so Min Min just released like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Smash
yeah.
Bros.
I have a fighter I actually care about besides Banjo.
I tried Min Min. She's really weird to me. And she's like
Yeah.
she almost feels like what a lot of people describe what a rhythm character in Smash would be. Cause there's like the timing aspect to getting the dragon to actually fire the laser, and I feel like that's a lot tighter window than I would have expected it to be.
All I know about Min Min is I hate fighting her online.
I was watching the trailer online with a friend who's the only friend I know who plays ARMS. So
I need
You
to
get pissed
turn-
off it wasn't Twintel or whatever that thick girl's name is.
I mean, if it's
was
I mean,
looking
if
at
it
her
was
as a colleague.
Twintel, it wouldn't be an arms rep. It would be a hairs rep.
That's a good point.
I
I
saw
have
a
no idea
video.
what's going on.
I saw a video about this topic actually. Someone basically made a, I don't remember which YouTuber it was, but they made a video on why the arms rep was Min Min and not any other individual character, and they had a lot of really good reasons describing like the philosophy of why they picked Min Min over others.
I thought the director of ARMS just said that he wanted Min Min in.
Oh yeah, but like that's like the most basic response there is, and at some point you have to ask why would he want Min Min over the other characters? Like there's
Okay,
obviously
yeah.
a reason behind his decision of wanting that, but
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
there's naturally boiling down to the decision just because he wants it.
Springman is already an assist trophy, so it obviously couldn't have been him.
Plus,
I thought
like,
yeah, the rest are also like spirits.
and plus Springman's kind of like the very bog standard arms rep. I doubt it would have been him ever. Like even though
mean-
he's the poster child of arms, I would not say that. I mean, they wouldn't go out of their way to say, "Oh, it's an arms rep." If it was going just to be oh, it's just the protagonist of it. Like,
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
think
to
they
be
would
fair,
have. They would have
the
made
whole
it that
point of ARMS is that they
ambiguous.
say everyone is the protagonist.
Well,
So
that's what
And also,
Sakurai
I
said,
know
but
they
but
add.
at the end of the day,
Uh,
what people mean by people expecting it to be Springman is the fact that he's like the poster child. He's like the one
yeah,
who is like on who's like at the really like forefront of it. He's like he's the Ryu of ARMS, as I heard people say.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and also they added Springman into like as an assist trophy. He's already an assist trophy, right? So
yeah.
they added him. They had to give all the other ones, and that's also a controversial topic. Should uh, assist trophies be?
Waluigi being smashed for realsies.
Because
Yeah,
I don't think
Waluigi,
an
Bomberman.
assist trophy turned fighter would work because then if you pull that fighter, or I mean, if you choose that fighter and then pull the assist trophy, it would be very confusing.
I mean,
I mean, they
you
hold
make
on.
that
Time out.
argument,
Time
but
out for a
Crom
second here.
exists. Crom
Okay.
exists, which debunks pretty much everything because he's in
I finally
Robin
had.
Final Smash. He has a Mii costume, but he's also a fighter.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
I've been trying to say something. Like, I've been trying to come up with something to
Go
say, and I finally come up with it. And then TJ interrupts me, guys.
I'm
All they
sorry.
have to do is just program that assist trophy not to show up. Like, think about it for a minute. They programmed the stage with the mirror in the background, Wii Fit or something. They programmed it so that Alucard doesn't show up on that stage or some shit. Because
Yeah.
he's a vampire and he doesn't have a reflection, so they can just program it not to appear. Like,
That's a really
what do you
good
guys
point,
boo me
actually.
for? You
Yeah,
guys
that's
boo me
something
for?
I
I'm
hadn't
right.
thought about.
That's actually a really
Uh,
good point. Yeah, just program it
Yeah.
so that if you're playing Waluigi, then Waluigi doesn't appear.
I think Waluigi would be the one character that would make sense to do that. But anyway, can I talk about my request for Smash? I think Frisk Undertale should get in the game, and they should just summon like other characters from the games for the Smash attacks and everything, like the basic aerials and all that shit. That should be like weapons that the human picks up from the ground in the game. But
Personally,
Personally,
I
it
think
would be
I
like
think
Captain Ginyu.
I think
Yeah.
Chris would from Deltarune be more interesting.
One of my friends
Uh,
was noticing that in
All the characters that we know and care about except Rouse are in Undertale instead of Deltarune.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Chris has a much more interesting design and like better weapons and stuff.
I've never played the weapons because I actually just like did True Pacifist when I played the demo. Guys, you're not listening. I want Papyrus and Sans. Well, not Sans because he's a lazy bastard, but I want them all to just like up and help the human. That'd be awesome. It would be like Captain Ginyu and Fighter Z. It'd be awesome. I'm very unbiased here. I am so super unbiased. I am the objective authority on Smash.
Yep. You know,
A
actually,
terrible person to play on Great Cave
absolutely.
Offensive.
I'm the person that plays on Great Cave Offensive. TJ knows that very well.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
streamed Smash like 2 times and I stopped streaming. No, not really. No, I stopped streaming for a lot of reasons. That has nothing to do with it, but
No, it was 100% my fault because I would always pick Great Cave Offensive and try to time him out.
you really
I
did.
talk
and
about
Why would you do this?
Because
I talk
it's
about the
fun.
night. I talk about the night that he was playing against me. You know, we just spontaneously talked about it on Twitter and we did it. He beat me like 10-2, but that's beside the point. So like, I'd only gotten one win all night, and then he picked Sonic, and we're on like the Kalos region stage. I'm playing this Ivysaur. You know, we're more casual than if we were. Well, he was more casual. Anyway, I was playing this Ivysaur, and he kept like not camping. What's that called where you just run and hit and run?
Oh, so
Try,
hit and run
trying to
strategy.
time you out.
Yeah, you're
Or
trying to time me out because you were up a stock, and I'm like, how do I hit him? And I got you up high enough damage, and I'm like, if I can just get one more throw in this guy, he's out. So I grabbed him, I threw him off the stage, and he fell off. And then like I ran, I'm like, I did it. And there was a sudden death, and I'm like, oh my gosh, got to do this. And I dash attacked, and I hit Sonic, and I knocked him out.
Christ, what an
I mean,
I'm so
choked
proud
the
of
game.
myself.
I mean, the
choked
fact that
game.
Sonic is so hard to track down, and the fact that some of his moves are actually unreactable, led to him being I don't know if he still is, but I'm pretty sure a lot of places have actually banned the use of Sonic in online tournaments and, with
I
quarantine.
thought that was just for
because
Smash 4, and
a
then
lot
it
of-
became low tier garbage and Smash Ultimate into like the
No,
online shit.
no, I'm talking about Smash Ultimate in quarantine, where tournaments transition to online.
Okay.
Some of Sonic's attacks are legitimately unreactable, and as a result, a lot of the meta at one point was starting to seem like it was going to resolve around Sonic's getting up a stock and then timing out for the game, and
I talk about
I think he's actually been banned for that reason.
Yeah, I remember hearing about them banning him.
It was like really bad when Brawl came out and everyone was playing Midnight. I heard about that secondhand. I actually didn't know what the internet was back then. I thought it was like a place where you got stuff from your Fairly Odd Parents or something.
Yeah, people were saying that the what's his name, Luigi's like green bullet whatever move.
Green missile.
Yeah, the green missile. It was one of the most powerful attacks in Brawl.
I thought it was Meta Knight, and the Meta Knight just owned everyone. It was like 75% of the top 100 players or something.
Oh, it was Meta Knight.
Yeah, it was definitely Meta Knight.
I know the stuff because I actually do play competitively. At least I did before quarantine hit. But
Yeah.
like I tried playing competitively, but I always got out like immediately. There was one situation where I got a win, and it was after I'd already lost the 2 out of 3. We were just like, the ref's not here. Do you want to just play one more match, but like for fun? He picked Incineroar, did the Big the Cat ult, and I was playing as Sonic, and I finally got up the anger to beat him. I finally got a win.
Anger.
Oh yeah, Big the Cat makes any Sonic player angry.
I see.
I was like infuriating,
Meanwhile,
man. I was like, no, you're not gonna beat me.
Like me who never play a Sonic game absolutely love Big the Cat.
I mean, I play Sonic games and I love Big the Cat. I think he's funny.
Yeah.
I thought you said on the last podcast we did together that Dr. Milk was an idiot because he liked Big the Cat because he was a lovable goofball.
Okay, look, we don't have to bring up the past.
Yeah.
Will change.
All right, Lisa, can't change the future.
I hate playing as Big the Cat, even though I've never played as Big the Cat. I still hate playing as him.
I don't know how to tell you this, but Big the Cats is actually really easy when you realize you can just press up when the fish takes a bite to get a hit.
Yeah.
Makes it way easier.
It's a fishing simulator.
Just because it's easy doesn't mean it's fun.
Exactly.
That goes,
I didn't
for
say
everything,
that.
including Smash.
You can beat this game in like 10 minutes of actual gameplay, though. You can beat the whole story with just 10 minutes of gameplay. I'm not kidding.
It's still not fun.
Oh, it's better than Amy's story, you know? I should probably mention at this point that I've been up for like 24 hours now, almost. 24 hours.
Yeah.
Sleep schedule is fucked.
Wow.
Yeah, my sleep schedule's fucked as well. I've been going to sleep at like 5-ish and waking up at like midnight.
Yeah, I've recently fixed my sleep schedule, but it's starting to go awry again.
Downward spiral again.
And clean sleep is for the weak.
Quarantine, I guess, just does that to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next topic because I forgot what we were talking about.
Are you guys?
Yeah,
Are you guys?
One wants to hear us talk about our sleep schedules.
Exactly.
Are you guys familiar with the multi-million-dollar franchise of Star Wars?
I've seen.
Laura, I thought you said that was a rumor. Movie. A New Hope, that was a great movie. It's my favorite in the franchise. I love A New Hope.
No, not A New Hope. It's
Are we talking about Star Wars now again?
I don't
know why. I don't know. Pablo brought it up while we were alone or whatever. Yeah, like we were waiting on you to show up.
Like waiting for everyone else to join. I saw like a little image, and apparently Disney is planning to. It's a rumor, but
it's a rumor. It's bullshit. There's no way they're gonna retcon the last 3 movies they made.
Yeah. The last 3 movies they made are apparently planning to be retcon.
That does not
I don't know why
sound true.
It's like bullshit. That's why I was trying to stop them, and you guys wouldn't let me. I've been like, Pablo, or shut the fuck up. Original Conga is gonna.
I wanted to contribute. Okay.
Okay,
so anyway,
let's move on to the next topic.
Next topic is what character do you guys want as Fighters Pass 2 Challenger Pack 2?
Well,
Yoshi.
So earlier it was an Until rep was brought up, and I was gonna talk about this sooner, but personally, I honestly think that if there was to be an indie rep, the one I'd really want would be Quotes, even though there's probably some controversy to be had with Nicalis and whatnot. But I feel like
Quote.
I feel like Quote's probably the best choice for an indie character because I see him as kind of, even though like his game has never been like as popular as Undertale or anything like that, I still kind of think he has this legacy as like the grandfather of indie games,
Yeah.
and I
I don't know
think
who
that
you're
he'd
talking
be
about.
probably the most like
Cave
he's one of the
Story.
like yeah he's one of the oldest
Oh, Cave
indie games.
Story.
He's one of the oldest indie games that's existed, and I think
Had
that
Sakurai actually do that and piss me off.
I
Do
think
it just to piss me
what's
off.
more
That's the
likely
only
going to
reason.
happen is
No,
that
it
he'll
would.
probably end up getting nothing, or if I'm lucky, he might get a me costume. But
I think we all know who the true best indie rep would be.
Risk Undertale.
Freddy
I don't.
Fazbear.
Oh,
Fazbear.
Who the
I
fuck?
was gonna say you can't make the Sans
didn't
joke
even-
anymore because that actually happened.
Dude.
We all know
Freddy-
it's gonna be Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No,
I mean,
I've seen
Minecraft Steve is an indie rep.
Oh yeah,
I've
no,
seen-
Steve obviously would be the actual
Yeah,
choice.
but have you? I've heard that people are
I've
starting a
seen-
petition to add Springtrap into Dead by Daylight, which is like a horror game.
Yeah, I've seen
I've
that.
actually, I forgot what I was gonna say because you guys have interrupted me so many times. Well, yeah, I've seen like a lot of porn, like of fictional characters, like
Oh.
Sonic and shit.
Really
Like,
now?
the absolute
Oh, that's
take the
interesting.
cake. Absolute take the cake is FNAF because like they're ugly animatronics and they made them sexy.
Yeah, I agree.
Must be really fucking horny for like they must really want to like bone something they're a fan of.
I do
don't
not
mean-
like
I don't
where this
kink
conversation
shame.
has gone. Can
I
we
don't
steer
kink
this somewhere
shame,
else,
but-
To
please?
be fair,
I don't
in
know.
Ultimate Custom Night, there is anime girl Chica.
Anyway,
So, anyway,
not to kink shame
I
anybody,
am
but
I am so lost in this conversation. Where is
we're
this?
talking
Okay,
about
How
let's
has
move
it
on.
derailed so
mature.
much?
How do we go from Smash to what's it called? Five Nights at Freddy's to FNAF porn.
we could
know-
talk about my friend who does not. Well, he does not say for work like on his alt that you have to be 18 to actually follow, but like
How about we don't
he's
talk about
retweeted
that?
a lot of it. He's retweeted a bunch of it. We should talk about that right now. There's all
We
sorts of
should,
lady butts.
Definitely not talk about that, considering I am a minor.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
TJ's a
that's
minor.
slightly
Why you gotta
problematic.
put such a damper on this? You and Pablo, or you got if you guys were actually adults, I'd be able to talk about that.
That sounds like you want that. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna ignore
Host
that.
your own podcast? Question mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No one's gonna watch it. I already have my own podcast. It's called Clusterfuck, and no one fucking watches it. It's
call it.
and then
No,
one
you're
coming
gonna
out.
make a new podcast. Call it Reginald Conga's Porncast. You just
I
talk
want to
about
do that with
porn.
my friend. I think it's
Yeah.
coming out the 10th is when the next Clusterfuck is coming out because we've been on hiatus and shit. Guys, watch
title
my Let's Play channel because we got great putt-putt videos. Videos of putt-putt joins the circus. It's great. We talk about sexual reproduction. We talk about the Star Wars canon. We talk about putt-putt drinking and driving to the strip club or something.
All right, I'm cutting this out. You don't get any free promotion.
Oh, it was really funny.
No, I'll keep that in. I'll keep it in.
Okay, thank you. Because I was about to say I'm gonna be mad if you cut that out.
I'm
Okay,
sure
okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
Hey,
Let's move
Yeah.
on.
I
Let's see. Oh yeah, they announced that new Pokemon Snap game.
yes,
hold
my
on,
favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon Direct: Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Smile, and Pokemon League of Legends 2.
Okay, to be fair, Pokemon League of Legends 2 was in a direct that came after. So
Well, that's true. I don't know
Just
what's
realized
being
we're-
fair about that. That's actually giving them less credit than what they have.
they made an entire direct to announce Pokemon League of Legends 2. So
They did.
anyway, no,
wanna-
new Pokemon Snap.
I
I
really-
actually really wanted a new Pokemon Snap.
I think a lot of people did, and people who didn't, I think they realized that they did, but they just didn't know it.
I think we can all agree that Pokemon Snap is the best Pokemon game.
Oh, it's Sapphire.
I've not
Pokemon
played
Sapphire.
Pokemon Snap
What are you booing me
personally,
for?
but
I'm right.
I
What
want
about
to-
Pokemon?
Pokemon Platinum though. It's Pokemon Platinum.
How about Pokemon Ash
Oh.
Edition for the Game Boy?
Yeah,
Advance?
there is a Pokemon Ash Gray.
No, it's obviously Moemon.
That's like a ROM
guys.
hack.
Guys,
What about
it's
the ROM hack
Moemon.
where they actually die?
Oh no, we're bringing it back to porn, aren't we?
Oh fuck, you're right.
I want to say about this is clean. This is clean. Last topic, I forgot to say I'm in full support of Crash Bandicoot into Smash.
Okay. Crash Bandicoot is like the pick I've probably heard most at this point.
Oh
with
man,
with
that's
who
a
we've
great
missed.
transition to our next topic, which is Crash 4. It's about time.
I'm really concerned that
Before we move on,
I'm happy they didn't.
Yeah, I
What,
just wanted to
Pablo?
say that I kind of want Ratchet and Clank, like in promotion, if there wasn't already a duo character, like two of them already.
Oh, it's my turn to talk. I'm worried about Crash Twinsanity because now that's part of a different timeline or some shit because they introduced the multiverse or some.
Yeah, they
In
were
general.
like, oh yeah, we've only defeated Cortex 3 times in the trailer. It was funny.
Ask was like bullshit and you're lying to me. You defeated him like 57 times if you count fan fiction.
Why wouldn't you count fan fiction?
I was just making
Why
a
would
joke,
you
dude. You
count
don't have to
fan fiction?
overanalyze. You don't have to nitpick every joke I make. Gosh.
Hey guys, welcome to the we overanalyzed Reginald Conga's joke cast. Today we're gonna be overanalyzing his joke about fan fiction.
We did it.
All right,
This is
All
now
right.
Reginald
That was good
Conga.
recording.
This is now Reginald Conga's fucking.
Just end the podcast there. That'd be.
Oh no, we're not.
That'd
We're
be
not
so
done
dumb.
because I've had. We're not done here. We got to do like way more to make up for like the 6 months that we were absent or some shit.
You're
Yeah,
right.
welcome.
This is about to be a 6-hour
Welcome back to
podcast.
Reginald's. Welcome back to. Well, I don't mean that far, but like, welcome to Reginald's fucking. We've only been recording for like 30 minutes. Gosh.
Yeah.
30 minutes. So anyway, fucking Reginald Conga's Undertale discussion. Let's talk about Story Shift. Everyone's favorite Undertale AU.
No, let's not do that.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
No, it's an alternate universe. They change the characters around. You know, they swap out characters with like.
I didn't. I stayed away from that part of Undertale. I just kind of. I also think Undertale
So
is
good,
so
have you-
overrated, but that's just me.
I don't know what Iceman Hotel is. I
Okay,
think Koopa
Mr.
Kaper wanted me
Jump
to.
Cut Undertale.
Look, that was just back in the phase where I just wanted to be a YouTuber, and I know that's not for me anymore. But like back then, I was all about like, oh, I want to hop on the bandwagon and be a cool YouTuber who makes videos on video games and stuff. And
This is now TJ's therapy session. Let's be very supportive here.
How does that make you feel?
DJ, we're not real. You have to let us go.
How does what make me feel?
I feel like he's really crying now.
Yeah.
I am literally crying.
Where was I? Fucking oh yeah, have you seen Papyrus Disbelief? It's so fucking good.
I actually have
the soundtrack.
seen that.
The soundtrack's even better when you look at the hard mode version by Nelcher Baron or some shit. I don't fucking remember the composer's name, but it was on Mr. Kaze's channel.
Yeah. Tell me more about that. I really want to hear more about this. Please talk for another hour about this Undertale AU.
Talk for another 28 minutes.
You guys don't have to be that. You guys don't have to be that fucking mean. Gosh.
Oh, we do.
Dead serious.
I thought you said you actually liked it, or that you
Like
watched
what?
it or something. Disbelief, Papyrus Disbelief.
I've seen Disbelief Papyrus,
Yeah,
but
I've
so fucking good.
I've seen The Room. That doesn't mean I like the movie.
Can we see that after this episode? Let's watch The Room and watch together.
I like Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game.
That is a good game. That is a good soundtrack.
I want to talk about the death.
I thought you were gonna beat me to death for saying that. That's why I fucking said it, because it was gonna be funny. You were gonna be all like, hey,
I mean,
I'm gonna beat you to death
Reginald
with this.
Conga, you're a disgrace to society because you like a video game that I don't like. Oh man.
How to stab me with rusty nail, because like I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I could be. Like, you don't know that about my life yet.
I'm gonna.
We haven't gone to that episode arc.
I'm gonna,
Too far
kill
ahead.
you like how they killed Caesar, except the line of people is all me.
It's terrible. You
This
gotta
is
work on
not a
that
reference.
shit.
I understand.
It's a reference to literally the death of Julius Caesar.
Fair
Yeah, I
enough.
know about that, but
I
It's
didn't
a
pay attention in
history
history
show.
class.
I have never been taught about Julius Caesar except for
Neither
like
have
one time
I.
in fifth grade.
Died when he was all his
Anyway,
It's a famous moment. How do you not?
yeah.
I know about it because I'm like
Definitely.
23 or some shit. I'm like 23. You kids,
TJ is like
you kids, get off my
20.
lawn. Kids, get off my lawn.
Wait, oh
Listen
my
to me,
god,
little buddy.
I just realized
Listen to me.
TJ's younger than Reginald Conga. That's insane. I don't know why that's insane to me.
He's accomplished so much more to me. So anyway, fucking. Oh, I had a great punchline and then you made me forget it. What was it?
Just say Bazinga, and then everyone will laugh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's rule 3 of comedy.
Yeah, that's real three.
fucking hell.
That's why in
fucking,
Joker, no one laughed at his jokes. He didn't say Bazinga.
Exactly.
How the Joker could have been, how the Joker
Oh yeah,
could have ended.
I
Or, I don't know.
remember.
There's a joke we made there. I gave up on it.
I remember what the joke was. It was like, "Oh, take it from me, little buddy. You don't want to waste your life like me. I'm 23 years old and I've already wasted my entire life." Back to Undertale. Oh,
We talk about the death of cinema as we know it.
You're
Yeah.
talking about Scoob?
Oh my God, Scoob! Oh, that
haven't
movie
seen
was
it.
horrible, and I loved every second of it.
Same.
If only
I
I'd
especially
actually
like the
seen
part
it.
where
But
Blue Falcon dabbed. That was my favorite
Yeah.
part.
I don't even
wanna
remember
be
that
on-
happening.
Actually, no, my favorite part was when they were on the Ferris wheel, and then Shaggy was like, "Do something, throw some f-bombs." Then Blue Falcon was like, "Whoa, whoa, let's try to keep it PG here."
That was such a horrible joke.
No,
I disagree. I think that was a really funny
actually,
joke.
the best part of the movie was actually when they caught Dick Dastardly and they pulled off his mask, and then it was Simon Cowell, and then they pulled
Dang.
off his mask again, and it was Dick Dastardly again. That was actually the movie.
That was
I
silly.
like the joke
That
about
was
like
the one joke that made
let's
me
keep it
laugh. That
PG.
was the one joke that made.
I don't know, man. That one about him like dropping f bombs. That was actually pretty funny to me. I mean, I almost laughed.
It was so funny I forgot to laugh. That's how funny it was.
Oh, anyway, fucking this podcast is going on a downward spiral. You know.
Hold on, quick. Let me pull up the last topic that I have written down.
Okay.
What's the best video game console ever made ever?
Oh yeah, it's the Sega Saturn.
And that's the Philips
Um,
CDI.
The Phantom. You know, that gaming PC that got canceled and like before it came out.
That doesn't count. PCs don't count.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. The Atari Panther. First 32-bit gaming console.
What the ooh yeah?
Fuck off with the Ouya.
Okay, so like for real, I prefer the PS2, but then I look at like my games, I'm like, damn, I'm not that hardcore gamer because my library kind of sucks.
I'm gonna have to say the Wii.
I think we're all
It's
going to be
actually a good
very
one.
biased towards the consoles we grew up with, because
No.
I'm just
I grew up with
thinking,
the PS1 and the PS2.
because I'm just heavily thinking N64 probably for me.
I just realized something. I didn't get the PS2 until after like I got it when Twinsanity came out. Crash Twinsanity was like 2004. It was like the PS3 was almost announced. Then the PS3 came out, and I didn't buy the PS3 until 2011 when Sonic Generations came out. Then they announced like the PS4 a couple years later.
Okay, so Kaper, I actually do have a semantic question.
Okay.
So is it best console including virtual console?
I mean, I suppose.
Okay, if we're including virtual console and backwards compatibility and stuff like that.
The Wii U. It would be the Wii U.
Yeah, it would be the Wii U.
Which is an insane thing to
Oh.
say.
It is a very insane thing to say.
But, like, if you include those, then yeah, it would have to be the Wii U.
Jay, you're delusional.
I am-
Biases are not real. Okay.
Well, you can make the argument that we could be better because GameCube, but
True, actually.
but
The
I
Wii U surprisingly has the most varied amount of games that you can play on it.
Oh yeah.
This reminds me of the fucking saying Amala on this podcast. This reminds me of that time I was in math class and these girls were talking about drama at a cheerleading event or something. I literally just said to my friend, I'm like, I am too high for this. That bombed.
That was a good story.
That was
I thought it was really funny. My friend laughed, and the girl who was telling the story kind of laughed, and really funny to me. I
Yeah.
cry now. Anyway,
Okay, you do that.
fucking, what are we gonna talk about now?
So TJ,
Yeah.
you recently started a new Twitter account.
Oh yeah. That's honestly been really fun for me because like I've dealt with these notifications for basically, I mean, pretty much like it's going on 4.5 years at this point.
For
And
context, for anyone that doesn't know, somehow TJ was included in a Pan and Coke video about Super Mario 64 and half A presses, and now every day he gets people just saying the exact same jokes to him about the A presses.
the
It's
same
like
structure of joke
literally
anyway.
every single day. They all say like A press or an A press is an A press. You can't say it's only a half. Or
X is X. You can't say it's only Y. Like
yeah,
another one is just all
did
caps
you
saying my name.
or
Like there's a
yeah,
lot of
or like
these.
did you do that in half an A press?
Yeah, like a lot of these. Uh, I've seen the same like 6 jokes restructured without exaggeration over 1,000 times at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wait, combined or
That's
like
crazy.
10,000 a piece? Because that's a big difference.
Probably combined because I wanting to say because being I mean, it's hard to tell because I've seen a lot of them different
Sound like Morty. You sound like
variances of.
You sound like Marty McDonald's from that Doc and Marty thing that came out before Rick and Morty.
Well, whatever the case, it's
Hey,
it's hard to
we
really say how many of them I've gotten uh because a lot I've gotten different jokes at different frequencies, but I've honestly like before I made that gimmick account, I legitimately thought that it had slowed down. I thought that at this point that I'd only really get like once like a 1A press joke every week or so. But no, I still get them on a nearly daily basis. And it's funny that you bring it up now today because I think that right now the account might just be at its biggest dry spout since I started it, which was like I think I started it. Yeah, the account's actually uh just over a month old now, but
Mhm.
this is like the first time since I started the account that it's gone that it's only been that it's been like 2 days since I've gotten one. So
So your solution of publicly shaming is working.
I wouldn't say it was ever a solution. It was real. I started it entirely because like I got because it was kind of an experiment because it was just kind of like okay, I feel like a lot of people don't realize just how much I go through this. And I don't, and to a degree, I don't even know if I know how much I go through it because I've just grown so used to it. Like I've just kind of gotten to the point to where I can just tune it out so effortlessly, and to where it's like whenever it happens, I almost pay so little attention to it that I forget I even saw one on any given day. And evidently, that was very true because before I started that account, I legitimately thought I only got one of those jokes thrown at me like once a week at this point. But no, it's still very much so, like every single day.
finally tell my joke now. I've been waiting for like 3 minutes.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so like Doc and Marty, okay. Marty's talking about life support, and he's like, that life support sure is expensive, Doc. It's really funny. He like
What the fuck just happened? Did you just have a stroke?
Just cut out.
So anyway, fuck it. Yeah, I told you I'm old. I'm like 23.
Yeah, you're about to
Anyway.
die. You're at the end of your life.
I like that one.
You know.
I like that one where in the same video, it's Scud Blogs over something. It says, my grandmother, and he's like stuttering a lot. My grandmother, I'm so fucking tired of her. Like I have to fucking take her to the bingo machines, bingo nights. It was like really funny. He said bingo machine.
Okay, can I bring up a topic?
Oh, it's Pablo. Are you still in this call?
Yeah, what are your guys' favorite YouTube channels like in the years that you've been on YouTube?
I'm gonna have to say my favorite is Koopa Kaper. That guy, he's very funny.
Yeah. Koopa Kaper is a good channel, but personally, in my taste, I prefer Daily Dinkster. He uploads.
Personally, I prefer the air. I'm sorry, I had to.
Personally,
I
I prefer the air.
Personally, I prefer your ass.
That's gay.
And,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It
we're
was like an
progressive
old,
here.
like it was a really
Obviously.
old fucking.
If
It was a
only-
really fucking old.
If only Shay were here to tell us how to show that we
It's
have
not-
LGBT rep here.
Exactly. I mean,
I just
Uh,
explained myself for a second because that was actually like kind of homophobic, and I'm trying to tell you guys it was a really old like Newgrounds animation, like back when Newgrounds was actually a thing before they got, I don't know, got that DBZ parody going for them. Anyway, and continue. I just wanted to say that it was like old as balls, so like.
And I think a lot of us are some kind of phobic of LGBT before we know anything about it. I think that's just kind of how
I say
society
that-
sometimes makes a lot
I
of
used
us.
to be
that's just,
Actually-
ignorance breeds whatever
bullshit.
the end of that quote is.
Yeah.
I want to say that I actually was homophobic, like when I was in middle school and shit, because I didn't know
Everyone
the gay.
was.
I didn't know gay people were like actual
Not
people.
everyone, but
I
a
saw
lot of
them.
people.
I saw them on
You didn't
TV,
think
and
gay
it would be
people are
like,
actual people.
"Oh, guys, listen, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to tell you something.
Gay people will be real in 1 minute.
Oh, I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to say that I didn't know they were like
Oh God, got me
actual.
a choke on ice.
God damn. Anyway, I did know that they were like.
My mission to kill TJ is working.
I was trying to say something. God damn it.
You're talking
Fucking,
about how you were homophobic in middle school.
Yes, I fucking didn't know they were anything more than stereotypes. I just see the stereotypes on TV. I didn't know they were like people with thoughts and feelings. Like I just never considered that.
That's an interesting topic. Like, what are stereotypes you've seen on TV, and once you actually got to meet them? I know that Reginald already answered, but no.
I want to say that like I was in kindergarten when I realized that other people around me were conscious beings. Blew my mind.
I don't even.
I think it
remember
might have
when
been
I realized
preschool.
that.
Wait. Other people are conscious beings?
Or conscious
I
beings?
didn't use that fucking word, but I was like, holy shit, these people don't fucking disappear when I leave the room. They go home and they go to their families or whatever. I realized that
believe
like
you.
I could have been in like I could have been born a girl, or I could have been like the person that's standing next to me, and then you get into this like existential point of view where like you're looking across the ocean and there might be someone else who's having the exact same thoughts, but you're like wondering why you weren't born in England, or why I wasn't born in England, and why they weren't born in America and Kentucky.
Wait, England exists?
Wait, no, England isn't real. There's no way England is real.
No way.
I mean,
Okay, that was
Canada
kinda
is
funny.
barely real. Like, barely.
You're not like you're barely real.
Exactly.
You already established that. Canadians are so weird, Eddie.
TJ, I have notifications on for your TJ's Daily Suffering, so I just got the notification that you just retweeted something.
Oh yeah. I was just
Someone's paying attention.
look. I don't know how to add anything to when I first became a conscious being. Plus, this whole time through the podcast, I've been playing SRB2 cart in the background, so I've been paying attention. I just don't
Like
have much to
Robo
add.
Blast 2 or the
Yeah, that's
racing
fair.
game. I'm like, I'm very smart.
Very smart.
I couldn't think of anything to say after that. Let me think here. Oh, I was gonna apologize for saying the GD word because my mom might be listening and she might get like offended at me. I don't chart these. I'd really be in trouble now.
So, way back when, way back when, we were talking about favorite YouTubers, and I never actually got to answer that question. I've been
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to think of.
Oh, yeah.
But we all just answered stupid bullshit answers. I honestly,
I didn't get a stupid bullshit answer. Can I have one? Irate Gamer.
oh god damn it.
By the way, I
One
wrote
angry
this
gamer.
song.
The United States
I'm
is
the
full of traitors,
irate
and he's
video
exposed all of
game
them.
nerd. I mean, I was singing the irate video game nerd theme song. It was fucking good shit, and you
That's a
ruined it.
bomb.
If I was gonna pick a YouTuber that currently makes content, I would have to say probably Scott the Woz would be my favorite.
Yeah, Daily Dinkster.
Nope,
Oh.
I'm not Daily Dinkster, definitely not. I would probably have to say Scott the Woz.
I want to say I probably agree. I've just recently discovered his content, but it's like they're not good reviews, but they're like good comedy sketches or whatever.
They actually are good reviews.
Oh, I think he spends like in some of those retrospectives, like the Mario Kart one, he spends like the first half of the video talking about what led up to it. And he has like 8 minutes left to review the game, and it's just
I mean, he's funny.
it doesn't work as a review. Yeah, he is funny. I'm saying like there's a difference between reviewing a game and just like making jokes about it.
True. All right, TJ,
Like
who
AVGN
would you pick?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and I have like a couple I'd want to mention. Like probably a huge honorable mention for me would be Mock Rock, who makes really good Smash content. And
Oh yeah, I literally just watched one of his videos earlier today.
yeah, Mock Rock, like his editing is absolutely pristine. Like probably some of the most like visually appealing editing that I've seen. That has a really unique style to it, and he's also really and something about his voice is also really alluring to me. Like he has a really powerful sounding voice, and I really like that. I think that adds a lot to his channel's aesthetic. Another
I
one
wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
Mock Rock.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Another one I'd say is kind of an honorable mention. Is probably crap. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Noodle. Noodle makes all sorts of various random videos. He kind of has from what I can tell, he's kind of started developing a focus on reviewing really bad movies, and that's been pretty entertaining to watch. And he does a lot of like pseudo animated stuff, for lack of a better term. But to go for who I'd say my favorite YouTuber is right now, I'd probably say Yunari, who's done a little bit of storytime animating, but mostly she reviews Toho Dojin circles, which are music groups within the Toho universe, and I mainly have a bias towards her because she really likes Eurobeat. And she implements that a lot into her videos, and that's what she tends to focus on. And also, she's just very talented as a creator because she just animates stuff and does a really good job of
Okay, I don't want to get
investing
political,
in
but
me. I
with
guess I don't know.
Eurobeat.
Eurobeat,
I was
it's
gonna-
Is
Europe
that like
beat.
a Europe beat? Okay.
It's basically
beat from Europe.
okay. Have you ever heard this? Have you ever heard of Initial D or Deja Vu?
Like
Yeah.
running in the 90s.
Yeah, it's that kind of
Running
music.
in the 90s.
Hold on, don't. We're gonna get copyright claim. Don't do that.
Oh fuck.
Avex be on our asses like. I mean, honestly, Avex is pretty crazy about that kind of stuff. But they've been getting at least a little bit better. Like they've been actually making an effort to make their make the music they own available to the public. Like they've been putting some stuff on Spotify, which is good.
Hmm.
Hey, Koopa, do you still like what's his face? Shrilla's?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Okay, that ends that discussion.
I was
All right. Cool.
I was actually watching Frivolous the other day. I kind of distanced myself from him after he stopped making YTPs, but I would occasionally watch one of his movie reviews. But the other day I binged a lot of his content, and overall he seems to have pretty good stuff.
Ralph Breaks the Internet was like, it looks really bad, and like, it's not how you do a sequel. It looks like it just ignored what happened in the first movie in some regards. The first movie was so good, there was no way they could like go on from that story arc, you know.
I mean, I think they could
It's
have.
like it's like
I
when
just
it's
think
like
that they
it's
didn't.
like if they had like if Moby Dick got a sequel, if it ended differently, you know, Moby Dick got a sequel, would he just go after a bigger whale? Would he just be like, oh, there was a bigger whale the whole time, we need to go hunt that?
Looking at you, Star Wars sequels.
You never seen Ear Jaws?
Dragon Ball was really big like that because, like, first Goku was fighting the devil, like an interpretation of the devil, and then he like trained with God and he fought the devil's reincarnation or his son or some shit. It's not very clear. The author changed his mind like a bunch of times. Then they had to go to space, so Goku's brother shows up and he's like, Kakarot, you're a part of these elite monkey people, and I need you to join us.
That's racist.
Oh, no, listen to me. Listen, I'm going somewhere with this. Well, after they get done fighting the Saiyans, you know, they go to planet Namek, they fight Frieza, who's like actually the strongest guy in the entire universe at that point. Beerus is asleep. We don't know about him yet, but I didn't say that. They have to, Toriyama's like, oh shit, I need to make more episodes. Here's Bugman, his name is Cell. He's like a bio-android made from the cells of all the Z fighters and shit. So he had to get some Frankenstein's monster shit. You know, a scientist makes someone stronger than Frieza, and then they have these higher gods that are like higher than all the gods they've seen before. And then like the higher gods are like, oh crap, Majin Buu's been released. We gotta beat him up because he can generate really well. So like even though Goku's like stronger than Buu, he's like really hard to kill and shit. And then like 10 or 20 years later, they have Beerus shows up. He's like, oh, by the way, I there are 12 universes. There are 12 gods of destruction. I'm only one of those 12 gods of destruction. And Whis over there, my attendant, is actually like infinitely stronger than I am. So there's like 12 angels too. And then then they get to the Grand Priest and they're like, by the way, this guy's the strongest guy in the entire multiverse. So, you know, don't fuck with him.
Is that it?
That's the ultimate fucking like, why the fuck are they going after a bigger whale kind of in the sequel kind of shit? Why didn't they just make space infinite? Why didn't they just like keep going to different planets? Would have been way easier. Right.
Are you
Dragon Ball
done?
just does what it wants.
Did you just recap the entirety of Dragon Ball for me?
I didn't do GT because people hate GT. What's going on with Pablo?
While we're talking about anime, watch Symphogear. That's all.
Watch Satch Bell and like watch Bobo. It's a really good series.
Watch Nichijou.
Whatever you do, don't watch JoJo.
Yeah, do not watch JoJo, or I personally will come to your house and punch you in the face.
I mean, you're gonna do that to me anyway.
I will burn you to the stake if you watch JoJo.
Yeah, same.
I mean, when I'm old enough to drive by myself, I'm just gonna drive to your house.
But while we're on the topic of anime,
The thing is, I could very well see you doing that. I can't get a read on you sometimes, and I honestly...
Yeah, I'm like Max. I'm completely unpredictable.
I like how Pablo was just
honestly,
having a conversation on his own.
I honestly even like Max is like all the way in Texas. I wouldn't be I would be surprised, but I wouldn't rule it out that Max might just drive down to Arizona without telling me anything and just like, hey, I'm in Tempe. Where are you at? And I'm like, what the heck? I could.
That's something
totally
I would
see him
do as
doing
well.
Ever think about like the time Goku killed an army of thousands?
No,
I don't.
And
I
he's still
go back to Dragon Ball.
Are we still
Universe-
talking about Dragon Ball?
The universe considers him pure of heart, but like he was out for blood that day, man. He was
None of us know what you're talking about.
KoopaKast
It's
3.
canon.
Reginald Conga talks about Dragon Ball for way too long.
Dragon Ball and FNAF porn, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what he's on, but
I don't go out of my way to watch FNAF porn, okay?
You could have fooled me.
I'm sorry, I was like on this like Amino, like it's this really shitty app. But anyway, they were like, and I would see advertisements for other
While we're
communities, and
talking
one of
about
them,
really shitty apps,
a lot of them were
today's
about FNAF.
KoopaKast is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Not. Don't sue me! Don't sue me, Raid Shadow Legends. It's a joke.
I mean,
Also,
Scott.
for real,
I mean,
don't-
Also,
Scott.
Raid Shadow Legends, if you want to sponsor me, I won't
mean,
call
while
your
we're-
app shitty.
While we're talking about Raid Shadow Legends, we can bring it back to Scott the Waz because he made a video on Raid Shadow Legends where he specifically didn't take a sponsorship just so he could talk about them and say how shitty they are,
Yes.
which I find
what does
really
this
funny.
have to do? What does this have to do with Dragon Ball?
This has nothing to do with Dragon Ball. We want to distance ourselves from Dragon Ball. This has gone
isn't
off
the
course.
Dragon Ball. This is not the Dragon Ball cast.
None of us know what you're talking about with Dragon Ball.
I'll start from the beginning. So there's this
No,
monkey
God
kid.
damn
no,
it.
we're not doing this.
Stop
I am
talking
a
about
guest.
Dragon Ball.
I am a guest on this podcast, and I am not letting it get derailed this far.
Oh, it's time to talk about Sonic.
Yeah,
no,
we already talked about Sonic.
Actually, it blows my mind.
No, we didn't.
That,
We did. We talked about Big the
Not
Cat.
the. Oh, we didn't talk about like the big stuff like the lure and shit.
You're right. So,
Okay,
how did the Super Emerald work?
blows my
Well, they retconned the shit out of that, but Sonic just like throws them at the Master Emerald and they fly around and then they like land and they become big emeralds that kind of look like the Master Emerald. Then
And
he
why are
like
they-
jumps on
and
each
why
of
are they
those.
Why are they called the Super Emeralds if they make Sonic go not supersonic but hypersonic? Why aren't they
I
called
just
the
say-
Hyper Emerald?
It pisses me off when people say Shadow at the end of like his own game is like Hyper Shadow. I'm like, no, he's Super Shadow. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but,
I'm like, why
I kind of
does-
understand that with.
How come Tails needs the Hyper Emeralds to go Super Tails? It makes no sense.
They're Super Emeralds.
Yeah, but like can't.
And plus, Mania like retcon that, and like it made me kind of.
It's confusing.
I was okay with it.
yeah, but it still blows my mind that.
Speaking
Steve
of
Buscemi,
speaking of
delivered the line-
supersonic, it's pretty obvious that supersonic is just a ripoff of going Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. And since we all
Oh.
love talking about Dragon Ball on this KoopaKast,
No,
let's talk more about Dragon Ball.
no.
Actually,
I like how Shadow and Vegeta are like drastically different, but we just
What have you
assume they're, like, the
done?
same.
I actually
You
have
shouldn't.
a kind of like.
I'm glad I didn't invite like the R2 dude from Twitter because we would have just talked about Dragon Ball for hours.
Yeah, but do you know that line?
Now you know what to avoid for next time you host one of these, Caper.
Yeah, I'm banning the topic of Dragon Ball next time.
Hey, you can't do that. What am I
Oh.
going to talk about?
Just talk about FNAF porn since you love talking about it so much.
No,
Oh, you guys took
but
that out
that's
of
even
context.
worse.
Took that out of context. I was kink shaming them, and then I felt bad about it, so I had to apologize.
It's not about king shaming. It's just I just don't. This is not what I expected to be taught. I don't want to talk about anything porn related. I'm fucking prude as fuck.
Is this the part where one of us talks about how big our dick is?
No, it's not.
Actually,
Okay,
that's what I-
good.
Considering two of us in here are minors, that probably would not be a very good idea for any of us because it would get both of you arrested.
Okay,
I-
good, because I didn't want to take a measuring stick to my dick because like
Can
Like,
we
I'm
can
not
we
that-
move
I'm not
on from
that
this?
in-
I don't
I'm not
want to go
that
into any more
insecure.
detail on
Um,
this.
So Dragon Ball, am I right, boys?
Actually, I think the way that.
we talk about the scene where we saw Bulma's panties.
No.
This is what happens when you only prepare 3 topics.
No, I prepared
Yeah,
Koopa Kaper died. He like
Five.
sorted out.
Five.
Did I just miscount? Or did
This
have
is
you
a
not
really
clicked some
funny
stuff yet?
podcast, by the way.
You've just not been
Yeah.
paying attention. You've been on Twitter and playing SRB2 cart.
But I think it blows my mind that Steve.
I mean, I also
really
haven't
delivered the
slept
line,
Since
"He
like
stays in heaven because he fears of what he created."
I
I
don't know
haven't
how
slept
long.
since 3 p.m. yesterday.
It shows.
Also, like fucking what was I gonna say? Something about like
honestly, you're probably going to talk about Dragon Ball, but let's not talk about Dragon Ball anymore.
I think I was gonna say something about Sonic or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's based on the past 3 KoopaKast episodes. You probably will talk about Sonic.
Wait, holy crap! You like Sonic?
Yeah, I like Sonic.
You like
I know.
Sonic?
I know. TJ, I know TJ is a huge Sonic fan. He's played all the games.
There was a period of time where
Yeah,
I thought you
all the
hated
games
Sonic
except that
Adventure 1.
SRB2 cart and
I thought
SRB2
Koopa Kaper
cart.
really liked
Bros.
Unleashed.
Oh,
I thought
Super
Koopa
Smash
Kaper
Brothers, yeah.
I thought Koopa Kaper really only liked like Unleashed and Generations
I
and
don't
like
like
nothing else
Unleashed.
for a while there.
I like
Yeah, that's good because
Sonic
it's
and the
fucking
Secret
garbage.
Rings.
Oh, dude. But Unleashed is kind of trash, but
I mean,
like
so
Secret
is Sonic
Rings,
Adventure.
you go to hell and you die.
Okay.
Love that South Park pilot thing.
You go to hell before you die.
Yeah, you go to hell before you die, just like Mario said.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I
That's
don't-
my favorite Sonic game, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Yes.
I was about to say I was worried someone wouldn't get the reference.
Yeah,
Like I'm glad we addressed where that
I mean,
came
that's.
from.
I mean, I was making that reference.
Oh, that.
I know. I'm just saying, like it was batshit insane that Mario said that, or Lou, what's his face? I forget his name.
His name is Mario.
Can we talk about Do the Mario and how like they cut that out for some of the DVD releases or some shit?
How much of a
I did unlock
cultural
it with a
impact it's
quiz.
had?
I did unlock it with a quiz on some of the older DVDs and like, kind of weird. Kind of weird when the Sonic DVD did that because like I was watching Saturday AM or whatever the fuck fans called it. Then like I had to pass this quiz to watch like it wasn't the last episode, but like it was a hidden one on the disc or something.
That's stupid.
It is stupid. Why just show me the damn fucking
Why did Dr. J ban from Twitch?
I don't know. No one knows.
I say I don't watch like Twitch like except for like
Oh, yeah,
one
me
art
neither.
stream I saw.
Literally, the only Twitch streamer I watch is this one guy. I don't know if you guys know him. His name is TJ99er. I don't know if anyone here has
Never
heard
heard
of him.
of him. Never heard
He's
of him.
the only streamer I've ever watched on Twitch, basically.
Is that the same TJ in this fucking?
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's the joke.
See, I don't know. I don't know. I thought his
Yeah,
name was
go for
TJ
it.
Henry Yoshi or some shit.
We're right past you.
Yeah, but he's also TJ99er because he's 99 years old.
Talk about that time Salty DK Dan did like Irwin impressions for way too long.
Yeah. Could I talk about the time that
Did-
Salty DK Dan played Pokemon H?
Yes.
That was a good video.
I haven't watched that one.
That was
yet,
a very
'cause
good
I don't-
video. All
I haven't
2
watched that
hours
one
of
yet,
it.
'cause
Yeah,
I
I've
have
seen
no
the
idea
whole
what-
thing as well. Plus the bonus episode about Boo Boo.
Have I ever talked about like the time? And you made me forget because you're talking about Boo Boo and I thought of Yogi Bear.
Yeah, that's Boo Boo from Yogi Bear.
Yeah, he canceled.
Oh no, guys.
He canceled Boo Boo.
Okay,
He
but
shot
I was gonna
Yogi
say
Bear
something.
in the head.
Can we talk about how we
Oh, there
were
was-
going on for like an hour?
Oh, that's right. Fucking the Garfield video. The guy analyzes the pipe strip from Garfield. It's a 3-panel comic that was released in the 70s, and like he analyzes it for a full hour, and it's crazy. It's like a window into the mind of a serial murderer or something.
I want to make a video like that. I think that'd be pretty funny.
Oh, right. I told you that in the chat one day. Well, TJ might not have heard it.
Yeah, no, TJ definitely would not have
Yeah, I've
read that.
I had to watch it in 2 like sittings because like it was really fucking long. It was like actually an hour long of him just. Oh, it's kind of funny because like I'm bored a lot of the times. I'm like, gosh, I wish I could watch something new, inspired to like write a story or something because I'm a writer, and like never actually go out of my way to look for shit on YouTube. I like how it went completely dead silent. Is anyone here? Did I fuck up my headphones?
No, I died.
Okay.
Well, I
Oh,
guess
I
that's
won't.
Again, I guess it's the second time in the KoopaKast that I've died in the KoopaKast lore.
Second time in the
Guess so.
KoopaKast canon. When do we get to the part where I die? Because I want to be brought back by the Dragon Balls, and I want you to make.
No,
I knew there was a Dragon Ball
no!
reference coming. As soon as Koopa Kaper mentioned dying for the second time, I knew Dragon Ball was gonna come up again.
I want you to use the second wish to make me immortal. I want to live forever, guys. I want to live forever and keep making bad jokes, except for when I want to die because
Dude,
I'm
Dragon
depressed.
Ball
Also,
is like is to the KoopaKast like Nathaniel fucking Bandy is to Simple Flips.
God,
Just
God dang it.
everything leads
Every
to the Dragon
time.
Ball reference.
Yeah, add Dragon Ball to the ban list next to JoJo, Bizarre Adventure.
If you
what
mention
did you say
JoJo
about?
one more time, I will actually murder you.
I told you it's
What
on.
was that about Simple Flips?
I mentioned that one joke he has about Nathaniel fucking Bandy every time.
Every time.
Every time. Once in a while. Sometimes.
I forgot about that
remember when-
one.
Oh my
Remember
god.
when Rebel Taxi, like and pizza from the Rebel Taxi YouTube channel, he was like always going on these batshit insane like tangents about like demonstrating on his rights and shit.
What?
It was fucking insane. We'd go on these really fucking like offensive jokes. They like,
Speaking of offensive jokes, I have a very offensive joke that I'm going to tell right now.
holy shit! You can't say that fucking bullshit.
What the
That's
heck?
offensive.
What the heck,
You're
Kaper?
going to
Can't
hell,
believe
and
you'd
I'm
say
fucking.
this.
You went too far, man. I was joking around, but you're. Damn. Oh fuck! I
That
knocked
was a
my
good bit.
headphone
That
out
was
of
a
my.
good bit, guys. That
fucking-
was a good bit.
Damn.
The only thing offensive was the
Can't
bit
hear what's going on
itself.
right now.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the only offensive part of that.
It was an affront to comedy as we know it.
The only offensive part was your guys' acting.
Look, I'm tired.
Dale
That's
Gribble, Dale Gribble's wife Nancy is having an affair with John Redcorn. I'm so shocked. They have such a great marriage. I've never heard of this before. I can't believe this is true.
No way.
I heard Mary Sue was cheating on Johnny Appleseed.
It's really funny because like Dale from King of the Hill is always talking about conspiracy theories while his wife is like banging the Native American guy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, it's King of the Hill. Have you never seen King of the Hill? Like the first like
No.
8 or 9 or 10 seasons. His
Dale
wife
was
is
always
like banging. He has a son who was biologically conceived by John Redcorn, the Native American that his wife is banging.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Watch
It's a real show. It's called King of the Hill. You need to watch it. It's
know.
really good.
That's where Hank Hill comes from, and he likes propane and grilling.
Yeah, but
Got
one of
propane
the
in my
Dale-
urethra, Peggy.
The fuck?
That was from The Simpsons, actually. They had a really quick gag where like Bart and Lisa are fighting over the remote control, and like Hank Hill comes on the TV. Gosh, my throat's getting sore from all this yelling.
Yeah.
Like batshit insane. I think this is my favorite one we've ever done, and that's saying a lot because I like the one where I said something like, to that person who left the podcast. I don't know if I should repeat it here, but I will.
Sylvette?
Yeah, Sylvette.
Where you were like, why do you have to be such a fucking Nazi?
It was really funny. You should edit that in, like in a flashback or something.
Ha ha ha! I remember that. That was a lot of fun.
It was even worse than my acting a while ago. Not the one about Bill Dotree, but the other one. Holy fuck!
What?
I thought it'd be funny if I just yelled out here.
No, you know what's really funny? You know what'd be really funny?
What's really funny is the fact that we've been.
I shut my fucking mouth.
No, you know what? You know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? Everyone's gonna laugh. Are you ready for this?
Oh no.
An A press is an A press. You can't say it's only a half.
I don't know, man. I mean, oh fuck.
What?
I thought I was TJ.
I thought that was TJ too. I thought that was TJ too.
What?
Like,
I
I'm
thought
pretty
TJ
sure.
left, but it was Pablo R.
Oh.
Like, how can it be like more than half an A press if you press the A button before you get in the portal, and like you only have the half while you're in the level? You held it down before you jumped in the portal.
Yeah.
I'll be spitting mad facts, yo.
I'm sure this is a debate that TJ has had many times.
It's just not worth the time.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
love
let's
I love
not-
Pen and Coke though.
No, his content's freaking great, but this argument is not worth it. Is what I've
Yeah,
learned over the
well,
4.5 years.
Okay, I've never played the OG Mario 64, but I did play the crap out of Mario 64 DS.
Okay, so you're a degenerate.
Yes.
I loved Mario 64 DS as a kid, and like I can't even get used to the controls of Mario 64. Like they're both of them have like really bad controls, but like
Mario 64 is better than Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2.
you deserve to be shot.
I
Like
collected
with
all 153 stars.
you deserve to be tortured.
Okay, that might be a step too far, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know, man. He kind of started talking trash
maybe
about
it's
Sonic
Sonic
Adventure and
Adventure
like
and
Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't really. The only thing I care about Sonic Adventure 2 is like Shadow the Hedgehog, really.
The only thing I remember about Sonic Adventure is, whoa, you're gonna crash! Ah!
We've memed that like so many. Roger had to insert that to the end of his like Sonic Adventure parody. Roger, the guy who did Internet Moron Patrol something, I don't know what I've never seen it, but like he does these like in minutes things. He finally got around to Sonic Adventure, and at the end he had to make a few memes like get a load of this. He had to force that in there at the very end because he couldn't.
Downward spiral.
It didn't make sense, but like he had to, or else everyone would comment about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your favorite adult animation cartoon?
I
Richard
don't know.
and Morty.
Richard and Mortimer?
No,
Like-
no, what the fuck am I talking about? BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
I can't watch that because it will give me like clinical depression worse than I already have. You
I don't
know? 'Cause
know.
it's-
I think it's really
Anyway,
good. Final
I
Space is
love-
really good as well.
I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but some of the episodes are like fucking awful.
Yeah, with BoJack, all the episodes are great. Every single one.
I mean,
Oh.
I
So
can't
what was
think
the
of.
question? Because Pablo is really quiet for me for some reason. I have
Yeah,
his
I
volume
know.
up to 200.
Yeah, same.
Is this better?
No.
Anyway, what's your favorite adult cartoon? Mine is probably.
Tell me these things.
I don't know. I don't think I have one.
Oh, that's better.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, you need to tell me these things, man.
I like how like
I
animation.
assumed it was
adult
working well for
animation-
everyone else, so I just kind of went with it because everyone else was responding to you just fine. But I just
Yeah, my favorite adult anime cartoon, definitely BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I might cry way too much if I watch that show, so I'm gonna
I
have
cried
to go
way
with,
too much when I watched that show, and I'm fine.
I don't know, man. I have enough like demons that haunt me at night.
This is not
You
therapy.
catch my drift? I need therapy. My therapist quit on
Yeah.
me.
I thought your therapist told you not to. They would be upset if.
No,
you...
it's an inside joke. Like my therapist, like she was working with the university, and now the university, like I've graduated, so I don't see her
Oh.
anymore.
That sucks.
Long story, but anyway,
my favorite's probably Futurama, just because that's the one. That's like the one I ever really watched that's aged well.
Yeah.
I would say Rick and Morty, but I've only seen like the first season. I need to watch season 2, and I heard season 3 goes down the drain. I don't even know about season 4.
Season 4. I think all seasons of Rick and Morty are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was really clever the way they like handled. Well, I'm watching clips instead of like the full episode back like in order the way it's supposed to be done. Like I was watching the middle and then I watched the beginning. And anyway, like they have this therapist, and instead of just making her look like an idiot, she like actually analyzes Rick's psyche, and like Rick realizes that Rick like he has no self-control. That's what he changes everything that he doesn't like, except he can't change himself because he has no self-control. And even the other versions of himself are like fighting him and shit.
Yeah, that's
deep.
pretty accurate to Rick and Morty.
It was really clever. It was really clever that they actually had her like own Rick in a way, you know. Rick they usually treat him like he's the smartest guy in the universe, and he's always right.
Oh, that's deep.
He's a terrible person. He's right about smart things, but when it comes to morality, he's like an absolutely trash bag person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Can we talk about how we've been recording for an hour and 30 minutes?
For a minute. We've been recording for 1 minute? Oh my god, that's insane.
That's the longest minute of my freaking life.
I'm glad that reminds me of a Simpsons comic book where they were making fun of Fruity Pebbles, and then like Lisa's like, that was the longest 30-second commercial I've ever seen. Thank goodness I had a book with me. She had time to read her book for like class or whatever while she was waiting for this commercial to be done. It was a long comic book. It was kind of boring for the most part.
Good thing you had that book with
Pay
you.
off, though.
You have an absolute talent of just talking about things that I just have no idea what it is.
yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
Simpsons
Remote
comic
Target
book.
just kind of talks about whatever he wants, and he doesn't really care if people
Yeah.
are like know what he's talking about or
I can't-
following the conversation.
I do have autism.
There's
know,
probably-
I can't see your faces. I have no idea if you're looking at me like I'm fucking a degenerate or
I'm watching
something.
this-
If I'm a degenerate.
I'm watching this avatar of a green
sure
guy
there's
and
some-
blonde with Rick and Morty.
We're all degenerates.
We're all
here,
degenerates
so.
in a way, especially Koopa.
In a weird enough
Yeah.
sense, I'm probably the least degenerate person
You
here.
said uwu, okay? Once
I don't know.
I mean,
I never
to be
said
fair,
that. Did I?
Don't believe,
Yes.
You don't believe in half A presses.
God,
I don't think
Dakota
you're
please.
I've
Can I be the winner that isn't a degenerate? Can I be the winner?
no, I'm the
that-
winner.
No, I think the least degenerate here is the Craig robot.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez,
mean,
you got me
actually,
there. It's kind of
robots
creepy when he
aren't
talks to
actually,
me.
he's pretty degenerate. I have no idea what he's thinking. He's judging us.
He's like,
Yeah, he's judging us because we're all degenerates, and he's not.
have we ever talked about like the time we were debating about Diary of a Wimpy Kid and whether or not the third fucking movie is like trash or like Citizen Kane or something?
Yeah, the third movie's good. I don't know what you're talking
Dog
about.
Days?
It's better than the first one. Yeah, Dog Days.
Man, Dog Days is like dog shit, you know.
No,
I
it's
took-
not. It's better than the first one. Okay, the order of
First
good
one
goes
was
from
good.
The second one's the best one, then the third one, then the first one.
What about the fourth?
I think they
Can
got
we
worse
talk
as
about
it
the
went on
fourth
because
one?
Greg actually like almost learns a lesson in the first one, and then like the rest of the series is just him being an awful
Hey,
person.
dude,
That's not even true.
That is because he's like he sold out Ralphie and Rowley. I'm sorry,
I
Rowley.
assume we don't
Not
talk about
Rowley,
the fourth one.
He's a damn sociopath. I haven't seen the fourth one. I don't give a shit about it. But
Yeah, no
Like,
one.
I had to-
cares.
I
Wait,
walked out-
There's a fourth one?
Oh my
talking
God.
about like
No, I don't think there's a
Long
fourth
haul.
one.
Oh,
No,
you
I
guys
don't
talking about the
think
movie?
Oh, he's
About
doing
the
a joke.
books still?
No,
No.
the movie.
Is
Oh,
that
we were
We're talking
talking
about
about.
movies.
Oh, he's doing a thing where he pretends the fourth one didn't exist because it was awful, unlike the
There's a
third
fourth
one, which was
What are you talking
awful.
about? I didn't know there was a fourth one.
Yeah, there's a fourth one that's awful, and then there's a third one that's awful, and
There's
there's a second one that's kind of okay, but like you have to be in a certain mindset to actually like
I
it.
don't think the fourth one exists. I think you're lying to me.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess there's like only one terrible movie in that franchise, and for some
Yeah,
reason it's based on the third book instead of, even though it's like based on the third and the fourth book at once. It's weird.
Literally, the third one's better than the first one. I don't know what you're talking about.
The first one
We get
actually
back to
had like a
clones.
character arc. First one actually had a character arc, even though it builds up to a joke where like no one changes because they're fucking kids and they're dumb. But, like you told me to watch.
Reggie, when was the last time you watched these films?
I watched like the third one in the theater and it was god awful and I had to leave the theater, so I'm not going out of my way to watch it again.
Yeah. What's the movie?
I literally rewatched them like a couple months ago, and I thought the second and third one were good, and the first one was also good, but just not as good as the second and third ones.
Dude, the third one is so like trash. It's just a bunch of poop jokes and like embarrassment.
Okay,
and
well, Sonic Adventure 1 and
things
2
happening.
are trash, and you still like them.
I think you're mistaking Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic Unleashed.
I guess.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Sonic and the Secret Rings is still better than
Talking
Sonic
about
Adventure.
Sonic again. We're talking about
Because at
Sonic
least
again.
Sonic and the Secret Rings at least has.
This is Rubik's fifth
Party
rule.
mode,
Every
which
KoopaKast
is really
brings back
funny.
to Sonic.
I like to imagine TJ is just like just not giving a shit and he's checking Twitter right now.
I mean, not giving a shit is a strong.
Yeah, like I kind of care, but I'm also blinking out a bit.
I mean,
the
I
third
mentioned
one,
before,
you know-
I'm just playing SRB2 cart this whole time because I'm wanting to blame it on my ADHD just because I like to do.
So the
I always be
problem-
doing something with my hands. So
problem with the third movie is that it does nothing to hide the fact that Greg is a terrible person, but he's surrounded by people who are like more annoying or more like awful. Like that's the books, is that everyone around Greg is an awful person, or they're annoying as shit, or they're just stupid.
It's not
Greg
true.
is like some sort of combination of the three.
It's not true.
Pathological liar. Because in
Lying.
one of the, I know you're denying this. Like, no, that's not true. It's impossible.
I like this one.
You're wrong.
like
You're
Greg-
literally
I
wrong.
like this one. Like,
Oh, dude,
fan
Greg is
fiction.
like a fucking awful person. He's
Yeah,
like a
he
trash
is.
bag.
Greg is an awful person.
Yeah, but I like this one fan fiction. It's probably one of the only fan fictions I've read.
Ballistic missile.
Is
I love
that
that
the one
one.
where the nuke gets dropped on Plainville?
No, not the new.
I love that.
It's
That's
the one.
awesome.
It's like 25 years later.
Oh yeah, that one. And then
They're both really good.
Greg wants to get with Rowley. That one.
It was good
Look,
shit.
I'm
But
not
anyway,
gay.
back to our intellectual debate. You told me to watch this like 1 hour analysis of the three movies, and like my friend and I were other friend who's like on Twitter. He's also like 14 or 15. I can't remember how old he is, but he was like, "We're not watching that hour-long video just so we can like maybe possibly see where you're coming from. Like, we're not gonna watch an hour-long video to understand your argument. You need to be concise and shit. We're not gonna fucking watch that shit."
Okay, well, shut up.
So anyway, Greg is
I
a
like
sociopath.
watching
The third movie is
watching
trash.
well-edited hour-long video essays on stuff because it's just an hour of good content that I enjoy to watch.
We talked about the time Greg lied about like being able to remember when he was in the womb, and it was like really weird. And I was like, the moment I quit the books for good,
Yeah.
it was so fucking like I was like, that's it, I'm
Bobby.
done.
Can we talk about the
I already
best,
hated the third movie.
Can we talk about the best speed game of all time? Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder.
You mean I thought you were talking
Absolutely
about
love that
like
game.
doing speed. I thought you were talking about doing the
No,
drug speed.
no, the best
Good,
speed
'cause-
game, like speed.
If you're doing
There's
speed,
games of
I need
taking
to call the
speed walk.
police and have you arrested.
I hate you guys.
If you're doing speed, I need to have you arrested. Like, because that's like be doing that at your age.
Well,
young.
you shouldn't be talking about FNAF porn with a minor at your age.
Oh fuck!
I can't believe you
I
done
didn't get
this.
explicit. I could have like gone into detail, but I decided just to leave it at like.
Yeah, I'd
shit.
hope you wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that on this podcast. Sometimes I forget that you're like
A kid, and I have to remind myself always.
I'm not a
15.
kid. I'm a
I
teenager.
misspoke. You're a teenager. I misspoke.
Dipshit.
Yeah. Also, this episode is sponsored
There's
by
a
the
slip
bunch
of
of
the
idiots.
tongue. It's like Gex. It's like Gex the gecko. It's like slip of the tongue. You know. Let's get
That
Gex Ford
fucking
trending on
lizard.
Twitter. Let's get Gex Ford trending on Twitter. The second and third games were so fucking good, and the first one was also kind of good, but not as good.
Yeah, you should. Isn't this time where you shout out?
Kind of like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid films.
Koopa, isn't this where you shout out all your Patreon supporters?
Yeah. Shout outs to all of my Patreon supporters. Pablo R.
Sounds like you're saying an actual foreign like Pablo.
R and Pablo R.
Thank you.
Pablo R, an actual like Hispanic name, because it sounds like it. It sounds like it should be Pablo R. Can't do it. Pablo R. Yeah. Anyway, when the fuck are we gonna? Are we gonna do that? When are we gonna do that meetup thing? And I like get arrested because I'm 23 and you two are like 15.
Yeah,
How old is Pablo R anyway?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
I really love the implication that you guys have to meet up in person for you to get arrested.
I mean, no. The Pablo wants me to meet up, and if I do that, if I actually get on a plane and meet with him in like Canada or some shit, I don't know where we'd meet, but like I'd get arrested because I'd be like,
you'll pick us up in the
you're
white
being
van.
creepy, so we're gonna arrest you.
I
wouldn't
will meet TJ one day. That is a promise.
Yeah,
Damn, Daniel.
that's
No,
not
no,
the-
that's not a promise.
With the white
It's
van.
not a
It's
promise.
a threat.
It's a
It's a threat.
Yeah, it's a threat.
I actually met the R2 dude from Twitter in real life. He was on his way to Florida to go to Disney, and he like stopped in Kentucky because his mother wanted to see the scenery, and he convinced his parents to stop in like the town that I was going to school in. I won't say where it is because I don't want some stalker to find me, but
Nowhere.
it was
It's
like-
nowhere, Kentucky, as you told me in DMs.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's nowhere, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go with that. So anyway, like we met in real life and it was really cool. But then I had to say hello to his father and like, oh no, man, he's got some controversial political opinions.
Don't we all?
Yeah. I like how open Tyler is, by the way.
Like
He's,
I
like,
remember,
really open.
TJ told me about one controversial political opinion he has.
I've already done
He
that joke,
thinks
dude.
that white people shouldn't have rights.
Same.
I do not remember saying anything
I
of this
remember. Wait,
sort.
I remember
You
that.
didn't. That's the joke. Is that you didn't say that?
Okay. Because
I mean, he
sometimes
doesn't want
you
to get
legitimately bring up things I forgot about ages ago. And
Okay.
That's true.
I thought you were. I thought this was
I like just scrolling through old DMs with friends just to read the
Yeah,
messages.
I do that a lot.
So I do that a lot.
I do that a lot.
I would do that, but
So
Twitter doesn't have them.
I will consistently just randomly send him a screenshot of an old
Yeah,
DM
yeah.
that we had, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
I do that sometimes.
I wish I should do that, but like most of my friends are on Twitter, and the Twitter DMs don't have a search function, so it's really hard to scroll all the way up and see like really old shit.
I remember the first thing I ever said to TJ, the first conversation we ever had, was me asking him to be on a live stream with me.
Oh well, I guess
Wait,
it's all come full circle then.
I
Can
mean,
you,
this
like,
isn't a live stream, but
It's not a live
close
stream, but-
enough.
How old were you, dude?
Like 13. But to be
I
fair,
don't know, man. I think
TJ
13.
was 17. I think that's how math works.
I meant like
Yeah,
you have to
that
be
math
really
checks
young to
out.
think some random stranger is gonna do a live stream just because you asked them.
I mean, yeah, that's just. I mean, I think everyone has
I don't
a
know.
phase where they just kind of want to be involved with.
I think there's a real thing in like psychology is that like people tell themselves, "Oh, I'm this like," even if they don't believe it, they're like, "Oh, I'm like destined to this really cool person that like I don't know, I can't think of an example, but you get the idea. They have this like self fable, I think is what it's called, where they like tell themselves like, I'm gonna like I don't know cure disease one day and everyone's gonna thank me, but they don't. A lot of them don't really believe it, and like especially the older ones, they just. My self fable is that like, or I don't know, I don't remember what it's called, but like I want to write books. Like I've had my dreams crushed so many times that like I'm kind of scared of them getting crushed too many times and me like having a mental breakdown. The hospital.
Ever find the straws that you know those straws that they have in like the Nesquik, the picture on the little box.
Dude, my mom actually bought those one like recently. I have some that look like that. It's like crazy that they actually make them like that. So funny, Koopa.
I'm going insane. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
In the commercials for Nesquik, they have this like striped pink and white
Like spiral
straw,
yeah.
It's like really cool looking, and I found out they actually make those. I don't know why he brought it up. I really don't.
Yeah.
Just got a new DM, and I'm like tempted to look. He sent me a second one. I'm like really tempted to look at it now.
It seems like this is long derailed, and also this podcast has probably just gone on much longer than it was ever supposed to.
No,
I think it was,
I
it was
disagree.
supposed to be like 45
You
minutes.
disagree?
But like
We're
now,
the first.
I disagree. We haven't brought back up Dragon Ball in like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm tired of talking about that.
I'm
I
honest-
want to talk about.
Like,
I want to talk
We're gonna make the
about
first
fucking.
24-hour podcast.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's talk about
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I quit.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Goodbye.
All right.
He
Well,
actually
Pablo
left.
is- Oh, and he's back.
like,
Okay, so as I was saying, like there's this Pokemon like game called Pokemon Fire Red, and I usually pick Turtle and Leaf Green. So I decided, I think I'll do Charmander this time. I picked the Charmander. I'm all the way at the end of the game. I'm in the end game. Then I get
Ivysaur's goated.
anyway. I get like past like the Elite Four, and like Lance was like a real like pain in the ass to beat with my team that I have right now because I didn't level up as much as maybe I should have with some of the Pokemon like Gengar and
Yeah.
Rhydon's pretty much useless at this point. I was fighting like Blue Oak, fighting the rival,
Okay,
like he's the champion now. Fighting the champion, I got down to his last Pokemon, I lost. And like you guys delayed the podcast today, you pieces of shit. And I played it again, and I still lost to him. I lost to his second to last Pokemon. He brought out his Blastoise. I couldn't beat him. I could not. beat him because he was too fast or something.
Oh, also, we're talking about all. So, if you listeners out there don't know, we're talking about all the subjects to appeal to as many of you as possible, so we can put it on all the tags in the video.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
that's right. That's why I talk about like nonsense all the time. Yeah, that's totally not. 'cause
Yeah.
I've been up for 24 hours. Yeah, not because I have a problem with staying up.
Yeah.
I like that episode of Clone High where Joan of Arc confesses that she
Oh
used to go
my
to camp.
god.
She went to a camp, like people who stay awake too long and like on purpose. She was like talking about how she went up to the roof and would just stay awake for hours or something. It was like the same as drugs or something. It was really funny.
Oh, hey, I was about to go to bed. Sorry, we couldn't Skype tonight. That's all right. Good night, girl. See you tomorrow.
All
Oh,
right.
there goes
Good
Pablo.
night.
Fell on my back.
Fucking hell. What
Okay,
are we
so
gonna eat?
are we
when
just like
this
not
is over?
doing a formal outro,
Yeah.
or
I
think we will,
I
but,
don't
like,
know.
I think we should
you're
have a
supposed to
formal
do it? You're the
outro
one
when we're
hosting
done.
the podcast.
I don't know
think we
when to
should-
end this. Okay, I think it's about time to end this.
I mean, Pablo left the VC.
5 times.
We're
no,
still
he's still
here.
here.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Oh, okay. So I was about to say we could probably just have him fade out like we did with the first episode where Crazy.
Oh
left
no,
or
Reginald
something.
Conga is just fading out Thanos style.
All right.
Fading
Well,
out, what?
So yeah, that was an experience to say the
It was
least.
interesting. It was interesting.
So TJ, do you think you'll come back for episode 4?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be willing to, but that would remove the point of me being a guest. But if you'd want,
Well,
if
you
you'd
know, some
want me back,
guests turn into like
Oh, I forgot to
normal
mention.
members.
Yeah, like I forgot to mention that like this is the as of this episode, like I'm the only member left of the perfect attendance crew for the
Yep.
cast.
Yeah.
Like,
He's the only one that's been in every single episode.
I am legend. If you count the Alex episode or whatever it was
Yeah.
called, like
Yeah.
something.
I just called it.
No,
KoopaKast
actually, you're
episode
wrong.
25.
Because
Anyway,
actually,
yeah.
you're wrong because I
Anyway.
was in all the episodes, but I had my mic muted the whole time.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't
Anyway.
think he was in the first one.
He wasn't. That's the joke.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, that was KoopaKast episode 3. If you enjoyed, remember to
Does anyone want to shout anything out?
subscribe, follow the KoopaKast on Spotify and iTunes.
Follow my fucking Let's Play channel. Yeah, Let's Play channel.
follow
Uh,
Raid
subs-
Shadow
Let's
Legends.
just say that.
Don't,
It was
do
absolutely-
not download Raid Shadow unless they sponsor me. Don't download Raid Shadow Legends.
I was about to like plug
pledge
my
to my-
fan
pledge to
fiction,
my
and then I was like,
Patreon.
nah.
Yeah, subscribe.
Post on my Patreon, and you'll be able to get some very epic rewards.
Raise the Dead. That's way more fun than donating to his Patreon.
Yeah, subscribe.
And always remember, oh boy, we sure do love Dragon Ball. That is our favorite show here on the KoopaKast.
If the name of the podcast isn't "Oh boy, we sure do love Dragon Ball," I'm gonna be slightly sad.
Well, now I have to do it. All right.
You gotta do it.
Bye.
Bye.